guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Gina. I have been a reseller on eBay since last July of 2025. I've been working as a nurse for the last almost 25 years, and last July, I hurt my knee and was unable to work. So I was sort of thinking about what I would want to do as a side hustle to bring in extra money, to provide more for me and my family. So yesterday I went to my favorite thrift shop with my son, and we ended up finding 30 things to flip. When I got them home, I combed over them very carefully. I looked to make sure there wasn't any damage anywhere. And I came up with 26 items that I have listed on eBay. So out of the 30, 26 isn't that bad to me. And that included a beautiful heavy comforter for my bed, which is a king size bed. A beautiful blanket was thrown in the mix. So out of that 26 items, and I spent a total of $142 at the thrift shop, giving my cost of goods $5.46, which I think is pretty good. So today I thought I would share with you some of the things I found and the reasons behind why I picked those particular things up. Most of them are bread and butter items. I wasn't super shocked at anything I found. Once in a while I am, and it's like very exciting. You'll hear people say that they pay up for something, but that's usually because they know that it'll sell for a great price and generally very quickly. So, but these items were very sort of moderate in their desire for resale. So the first thing I'm going to start with is this good old-fashioned, yeah, you guys, you guessed it. How many of you recognize this from your childhoods? I sure do. This is just a Tupperware pitcher. It's simple. It was in good condition. There's some scratches on it, but it is made in the USA. That's important. And like for a lot of people, it's like, yeah, I mean, I can go to the dollar store and get a Rubbermaid one, but people still like Tupperware. They still collect it. They still like it. And if it's in good working order, they pick it up, especially because it was $1.25. So I could probably sell this for 13 or 15 bucks, something like that. So do I want to turn $1 into 15? Sure I do. Okay, that's the first thing, number one. Number two, I found these sewing patterns, also from the past, very, very 70s clothing, intact, pretty good condition for their age. You can tell somebody wrote on the front of them, whether it was the store, somebody having a yard sale, whoever it was, but I thought they were kicky and cool and collectible. So each sewing pattern kit contains what's shown on the front. This one is so cute. It's for toddlers. It's toddler clothing. Oh my goodness. So that's the third one. And then this is the last one, the two dresses, midi and mini, and that kicky, cool 70s outfit. They were, yesterday was 50% off day, which is another reason I went to that particular thrift shop. I also would advise trying to do that if you possibly can. Either find a bins in your area. I don't have a Goodwill bins right here. It's about an hour drive from me. I'm in Allentown, Pennsylvania. So it's about an hour drive for me, but I'm going to be venturing out soon and going to the bins. But on this day, yeah, which would have been, I forget what day it was, yesterday, it was 50% off day. So that's why I went. So these were 50 cents, but then they were 50% off. So you guessed it, $1 for these four. When I went on eBay, I found that they were selling from anywhere from $10 to $30 for these four. So I listed them. I start usually at a higher price. I think I started at like $30, and then over time I offer coupons, or somebody will make me an offer, and if it's a fair offer, I generally will accept it. So keep your eyes out for these, okay? Next, now I'm not going to do these one at a time. I think I'm going to do them together. These little girls are just stuffed bears. One of them is Gans, and the other one is Barrington. So again, what I do is I look them up on my phone when I'm in the store. If they're cute, if they're clean and they're in good condition, I usually will comp them. Maybe I put them in my shopping cart, and when I'm in another aisle, I will take a picture and comp them. And these guys sell. They really sell. They sell to collectors. Again, anywhere from $10 a piece to $35 or $40 a piece, and I spent $2 each on them. So it was worth it, and they're cute and they're in good condition. I take pictures all around, from head to toe. Recently, I talked about in another video how I love selling toys. I watch Rebel, the reseller. She and her husband are cool. They know so much about toys. I know they sell other things, but mostly toys. And I just appreciate that. I just lean in towards the toys. So that's the bears. Next. Jeans, 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 and more jeans, especially at a 50% off sale, because good jeans, Levi's, Wranglers, Ralph Lauren, in this case, True Religion, can be pricey. The thrift shops know that they have resale value, and sometimes they'll put, $15.99 on them, $16, $18, something like that. And then they're really not worth flipping. They're good if you want to buy them for yourself. If you find a pair of True Religion jeans for $15, that's awesome, if they fit you. So I look for those sales only at 50% off. So these are huge. These are True Religion jeans, men's jeans, made in the USA, size 42, as you can see in size 42. So again, and they're in very nice condition. I get home, I research them, I measure them. Okay, I measure from one side to the next at the top. I double that generally to make the waist size, and then the inseam. I actually go sideways with the jeans. I start here with the measuring tape or whatever I'm using, and I go all the way down to the end, and that's how I get my inseam. Some jeans, like Levi's, are very easy because right on the back it'll say 42 by 34, and there's your measurements. But with some jeans, like these True Religion, they just don't. They only give the waist size for some reason, but they're very cool. They're in right now. My son, they're huge. My son, who's about 6'5", and he's a big guy, he fits these jeans and he wanted them, and I said, okay, well, you can have them. He's like, no, it's okay, Mom, just try to sell them, it's fine. So we'll see how we do. True Religion has a pretty decent sell-through rate. That's the first pair of jeans. The second one I found, Polo. Now these Polo Ralph Lauren jeans, these are not as big. The bigger sizes do better in general. I find things that are smaller sizes, but only if they're really top name brand things do I even bother to pick them up. Generally, it's just large sizes that I pick up. So these were, let's see if I came up with a Ralph Lauren. If I came up with a measurement here, 32 by 32 for these. Now they were $17, but they were 50% off of that. So $8.50, right? So what that is, $8.50. I picked them up. They have a tear on the knee. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not 100% sure if that tear belongs there or if it was made by the previous owner. At any rate, I took lots and lots of pictures of it. I showed that tear in the knee just to make sure that the customer would be happy with that. To me, they're super cool. They're very, very, very soft. And they're just a good name. They're just a good name brand. 32 by 32 on those. The next one's very big also, but super cool. These are Wrangler. Right, wait, let me get this. I have to get it right. Riggs Workwear by Wrangler. Okay, so these are very big jeans for that working guy somewhere. And these are 40 by 30. So again, super nice jeans, very just rugged, like the name describes it. But look at how cool the pockets are. They're in really, really good shape. They have this carpenter tool hangy thingamajigger on the side, and this patch, which I also thought was like super neat. It's leather. They're just very well made. I sell bigger sizes. You know, I picture truckers to wear these, or just guys that are just working in laborers. I don't know, maybe just wearing them around the house. I don't know. But for these, they were $9, but they were 50% off. So I paid $4.50 for these, and I think I have them listed at like 20 bucks, maybe $24.99. Again, I'm gonna try it and see. Sometimes, once in a great while, I actually list the price too low. It sells very quickly, very, very quickly, and then other comps are much higher than mine, but I don't know, live and learn. Okay. And then I think I have a couple more things. These are Levi's 541s, but they're not blue jeans. They are just like sort of like cargo pants. Let's see what it says in here. Yeah, just like your basic beige cargo pants. These I have to wash and iron. I made another video recently talking about pictures and how important they are to the customer when they're looking at them at a glance. You know, that they're clean, that they're ironed, you know, that there's no tears or holes anywhere. And if that's the case, to take good pictures. But these are good, again, and these are, what were they? 40 by 32. So again, a big guy. All right, a big guy, but very nice. I don't think they're vintage. Generally, you guys, this patch right here, this Levi's logo, in a lot of cases it's orange. If you see one that's orange, it's generally a vintage piece, but this is white, so I'm not 100% sure. Maybe 90s, maybe the 90s, early 2000s, don't know. I'm still learning how to read the insides of these things. There are some resellers on YouTube that are so good at doing that, and they can tell exactly when they were manufactured and where. So I do my best in my research to put that down, to identify those things, because those are important things to include in your sale for customers. All right, the next thing. Oh, always pick these up, you guys. Rebel, the reseller, has shared with me many times how she has sold these loveys. This one is a Carter's, which is a good name. Pick up the Carter's when you find them. It's in very good condition. It's the Triceratops. It doesn't look like it was ever used or worn because it still has the original clip on it. But I still put used in the listing just because, you know, there are no tags on it. And it's really not fair to say new with tags. You can't really assume it's new. I mean, maybe a baby played with it. If you're going to give a baby this blanket with this thingy on there, probably not a good idea. That's just not what I would recommend. But nevertheless, I put used on it. But he's very cute. He was very clean. And he was $1.50. First, I didn't know what he was. I put rhino on it. And then when I did the Google lens, it said Triceratops. And I was like, oh, sorry. It's Triceratops. But I sold the last one. Now, the last one I sold, a Carter's Lovey. It was a puppy. It was brand new with tags. I bought it for $2 at this thrift shop, and I believe I was able to flip it for $35. Brand new with tags. So they do really well. Don't forget about these. Don't pass them by. They're easy to list. They're easy to ship. They're just nice because they're small and lightweight. And again, they cater to my sense of cuteness, wanting cuteness things. Anyway, Carter's. That's that one. Next. You guys recognize this, I'm sure most of you, from a mile away. Okay, now, I know some people, they say, Vera Bradley, it's a thing of the past. They don't sell for me anymore. I don't pick them up anymore. So a few things. Number one, Vera Bradley still does pretty well for me if a few things are in a go. The first one is the size of it. This is a larger bag. It's, I believe it's a 13 by 13 by 4-inch bag, tote bag. And it's in great condition. There are no stains, no tears, no snags, nowhere on the bag. And again, this was a 50% off, included in the 50% off. And did I? Oh, so I paid $7.50 for it. So it must have had a $15 tag on it. $7.50 is what I bought, what I paid for it. And this is a retired bag. It's a great color. People still, I love them. I carry them myself personally. I'm like sort of a hippie anyway. I love these bright colors and I carry them. So this will sell for $25 to $30, this bag. And I paid $7.50 for it. So I'm willing to pick it up for that price. The last thing I have for you today, you guys, I've never seen this brand before. It is a Myra bag, new with tags. Okay, faux fur. I wrote faux fur, but then after I started researching it, it said cowhide on it. So, but it's brand new with tags. The tags came in it. It's in very, very nice condition. Again, I'm not super familiar with this brand, but it's in mint condition. It has a zipper on the top. The inside is pristine. In my opinion, no one used it. And they are going off on eBay for about $30, brand new with tags like this, $35. And I paid $7.50 for it, once again. So that is my sampling of the haul from yesterday. I hope some of this was helpful. Again, spending the least amount of money on that object is key. You know, if you find something for $15, it's really just not worth picking up unless you're going to get, $75 for it. But yeah, just keep looking, keep searching. Don't forget about the aisles that you normally don't go down. I sold a glass cat recently, a little opalescent uranium cat. Maybe I'll put a picture of it up. I'll get a picture and pop it up there for you to see. It was $1.99 at the Goodwill, and I sold it in 4 hours for $130. So I will put that up on the screen when I'm finished with the video. But again, treasures. Walk up and down each aisle. Baseball gloves are very good right now this time of year, and so on. So I hope you enjoyed this. And leave comments. I'm new to YouTube. I've only been on this channel for a few weeks, so I'm trying to do some fun things and some does it work type of videos. And otherwise, please keep watching. Thanks. Have a great one.